So I drink about 4.5 to 5 hydro flasks a day of water. So I drink about 4.5 to 5 hydro flasks a day of water. So like I typically do 32 ounces in the morning, like when I do my workouts, my runs, post run, and then probably at least go through 2 of these at least before noon. So right now about 1.5 in. But I just had an idea. I've never really put it out in like glasses to see how much water I actually drink, because I know I drink about over a gallon a day. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So here's my second one of the day. Well, I filled it up all the way to the top, but halfway, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put it out. So let me start filling it up. So this is how much water I actually drink in a day. I've never actually put it out in glasses in front of me. So typically, when it's in my hydro flask, I drink it all up, I refill it back up, and there's no kind of visual marker. But this is a pretty intense visual marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 regular cups, a tiny one, and then this giant one that you get at a restaurant and you serve to a group or a party, right? So I've been drinking this much water probably for a few years now, and this is kind of a baseline. So minimally, so like if I have a dry day, I probably take one of these out. So one of these is about 16 to 20 ounces. So I take one of these out, and this is typically a dry day. On a heavy day, where I do like a longer cardio session, like an 8-mile plus run, I'll do this, and then probably maybe another hydro flask on top of that. But this also doesn't include my tea consumption or coffee consumption. So I'm typically not going to include coffee into it because of the caffeine, and it dries you out a little bit more. But I don't really include tea or anything. So this is just water, what I drink. Do I pee a lot? Kinda, depends. But like just this morning, I did a 8.25 mile long run. I went through about 40 ounces of water and no bathroom. Like my body just needed it. So yeah, this is how much water I drink. And then I'll talk about benefits. So of course there's a ton of benefits when it comes to drinking water. First of all, you need it so you don't die, right? I mean, that's kind of a biggie. And in terms of like the exact health benefits, I know that it helps curb appetite. Your organs essentially need it because your body's mostly comprised of water. I think it's a 70% ratio. But some of the reasons I do it is it really helped curb my appetite. So back when I was probably like 2017, I was weighing close to 170. So like as a visual, I'm about 135, 140 right now. Drinking water really helped curb my appetite so I wouldn't eat as much, right? And that was huge because I like to eat. I'm a naturally, I eat a lot of volume. So with water, it kind of helped me fill up without having the hunger pangs, which is really good. Also, I feel like it kind of gives me energy. Skin wise, it's pretty good, I guess. I mean, I don't break out typically. I do have kind of this one monster pimple right there. But other than that, I mean, nothing else. Aside from energy, curbing the appetite, keeping me full, I just feel really good when I drink this much water. And I know that I don't feel good when I don't have enough water, which can be, which are times like when I'm on vacation, right? When I'm on vacation, when you're doing stuff, when you're out and about, you're not drinking water. If you're at the hotel, you're probably drinking a little bit. You're probably drinking sodas when you eat out and soft drinks or coffees when you're out and about. But I feel really laggy when I don't have this much water. Fine, maybe not this much, but when I don't have enough for me, and depending on my activity level. It'd be totally different if I was living a really sedentary lifestyle and I didn't have any physical activity. I could probably get away with, 2 cups, like maybe 2 Hydro Flasks or 64 ounces. But now that I've incorporated kind of this healthier lifestyle where I'm a lot more active and I want to have higher energy levels, I need this much water to live, essentially my life. So how much water do you typically drink? I'd love to know in the comments below. If you found value from this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't a subscriber, I hope you subscribe. I'll be putting out a lot more content frequently. It'll kind of go around based off my experience and how I was able to curb the weight, but also kind of keep at a steady level. So like right now, my goals are really specific. So my goals right now are to increase my cardiovascular health, increase some muscle mass and put on a little bit of size, because I've always been kind of a skinny fat person. So now that I'm getting rid of the fat and now I'm entering the skinny phase, I don't want to just remain at this. I really want to build up some muscle so I can participate in some really hardcore events like an Ironman, longer distance triathlons, some really intense races. So that's kind of what I'm training for. And yep,